middle class Matt from don'tbuythehype.blogspot.com. I am the golden boy of the Fantasy League. I am the bully of the SCL. And I am always, and will always be, Sports Genius. Now, I want to talk about some matchups right off the bat that I think are interesting. Now, no matchup is more interesting than the Holy Rollers and whoever I play. That's really all I'll pay attention to, but I got a few other that just stick out. The Dust versus the Rosebuds. Now, the Dust was a team that was highly touted and talked about with the power rankings, which seemed to me to be very fuzzy math. Doesn't make sense. And so we'll see if the Dust can stand up against the best team in the league, the Rosebuds. The Zombies versus the Spanish-speaking team. Spanish-speaking team's better than people think, so Zombies may have a tough time. Coach Crow said that herself, so we'll see. The Rollers versus the Meat. Now, my matchup is one that I've said, without a doubt, first 4 weeks, I'm going to beat every team in the league. But the Meat's really underrated, which brings me what I'll talk about later. These power rankings that seem to make no sense. And then the Knights versus the Lizard. Now, I know what everybody's thinking. Why is that a big game with the Knights versus the Lizards when the Knights aren't any good? I know that. They're 1-3. They're terrible. But we're going to see if the Knights, with all their smack talk and all the stuff the Rev is saying, can they step up and beat the Silver Lizards and show that they're one of the better teams in the league? Or will the Silver Lizards melt the Knights right in their armor? So give me 1 minute to take a break. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Needed a little snack. I believe those were blueberry, and they're left over from last weekend. Didn't have a whole lot of flavor, but that's kind of typical of this league anyway. Now, back to the power rankings, which make no sense to me. First of all, I'm 7th. I said I should be top 5. 3 wins, baby, in a row. Crushing people. Yet, I have a team in front of me in the power rankings who I beat, who has a worse record than me. Makes no sense. No sense. And I'm playing the Meat, who I can use the middle class eye test and tell the Meat is a good team. And if they beat me, everyone's going to be talking junk. But that's a good team. I can look at them and tell. So, it doesn't make sense. I got a little bit of news to prove the power rankings why they don't know me. So, the Rev talks junk on my team. The power rankings talk junk on the Holy Rollers. And consistently top week in and week out performer. Now check out these stats. Drew Brees. These are all people on my team. Top 5 fantasy player. AJ Green, number 1 receiver. Top 10 fantasy player. Reggie Bush. Top 15 fantasy player. On my bench, I have the Ginger, the Red Rocket, Andy Dalton, who is on the trading block, and nobody's even asked about him, even though he is a top 10 fantasy player over the last 3 weeks. Top 25 overall. Number 4 quarterback over the last 4 weeks. Which means, let me do some math. 14 teams, and he's a top 4 quarterback. That means your quarterbacks aren't as good as he is. So my quarterback on my bench is better than you guys' teams. And Vernon Davis, number 4 tight end. So I believe at a team like that, this is all a conspiracy. And you know why everybody hates me? Because you guys sit there, why does everybody hate this guy? It's real simple. Because I'm the bully. I'm the bully. I'm the one that comes in and says, I'm going to whip your tail. And you're going to like it. And then you have to like it. That's the problem. You can ask the people of the Gotham Knights. Ask the Rev. Ask Josh Tyson. I am the original New Bern bully. I'm the bad bully on the block. I am even the River Bend bully. Even when I went over there, I was the bully. And I've always been. And I'm the bully of this league. And just get used to it. You better start liking it. Because it's going to be nothing but W's the rest of the season. I got two more things before I go, real quick. One is, there's only one person who voted for the Holy Rollers as the team they'd least likely to face. That is the only smart person in this league other than the sports genius. And two, if I haven't mentioned your team, and maybe you're high up in the power rankings, that's because you're not winning games. All I care about is wins and losses. Win some games, and Middle Class Matt will talk about you. Next time.